Good morning to all my dear students. Hope you all are fine. Dear students, in our last science class, we discussed about the separation of substances, right? Many examples we learned. Did you memorize that one? What all are they we discussed? Why do we separate substances? Because to separate a harmful substance from it, like insects or stones from the rice, right? And to separate a non-useful substance. I already discussed with the example. That is, tea leaves are separated from the tea, right? This also we are separating a non-useful substances. And to separate two useful substances, for example, we can say like that, grains and husks we are separating. Grains we are using, we are eating grains. But what about husks, children? It is food for cattle, okay? That's why we are separating the substances. In today's class, we are going to discuss with the different methods of separation. What are they? Hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving, then decantation, filtration, sedimentation, condensation, evaporation. These are the main methods of separation. In this class, I am going to discuss with you these four methods of separation. We can check one by one. So dear children, here I am going to separate stones and insects from these grains. You have already seen your mother is doing like this, right? She is separating harmful substance from this mixture, from these grains. This hand picking process we call hand picking method of separation. That is, it is very simple process. We are using our hand for picking the harmful substance from it. Clear all of you? Going to separate insects and stones from these grains. Look on this picture, children. What is this? These are rice grains with some impurities, right? For removing these impurities, what we will do? That quite simple. You will just pick up these impurities with your hand. You have seen your mother doing this almost every day. So this is called as hand picking. Now you are separating two components by your hand. This is called hand picking. What is hand picking, children? It is a separation method of substances, right? And it is used for removing the harmful substances or unwanted substance from a mixture. And we are using by our hand, okay? So these are the main features of hand picking process. Now let's move forward and check other method of separation, okay? That is threshing. We can check. Dear children, in our last class, I have told that grains are separated from the stalk of a plant, right? But how it happening, children? We can easily separate that grains from the stalk of a plant? No, right? We have to beat that stalk. Then only that grains will be separate. But how it happening? We can check. Look at this picture. After harvesting wheat plant, they are usually dried in the sun for a few days. It's for separating the grains from the stalk of a plant. Then we are manually beating that stalk of a plant and grains are separated. But if it is large ton of wheat, what we will do? We are using threshers like machines for separating the grains from the stalk of a plant. Okay. So that beating process we call threshing. So in threshing, mainly grains are separated. Mainly grains are separated from where, children? Grains are separated from stalk of a plant. Okay. Stalk of a plant. In threshing process. Why we are using? Maybe we are using threshers, okay, like machines, or we are manually using. That means we are beating. Then we can separate grains from the stalk of a plant. Next method of separation is winnowing. From the name itself, winnowing, it is related with the wind. I will show you one example. Dear children, just look on this. Here I have some grains that are separated from the stalk of a plant after threshing. Now I am using another separation method, that is winnowing. I need to separate grains from the husk. It is like a brown color and I am going to separate this husk from this grain. So what I am going to do? I am going to do like this process. Maybe you have already seen your mother is doing like this process. It is completely based on when the wind direction is moving, that husk is moving to the down. Okay. So we can check one picture. Here you can see a woman standing on raised platform. Right. Suppose wind is blowing in this direction. What will happen? That is, she is standing on raised platform and holding a container in a tilted position. Right. And she is allowing this grain to fall down. Now what will happen, children? Lighter particle like husk carried away by wind and heavier particle like grains will settle down and form a heap. Right. Like this process, husk and grains are separated. Now you understand the definition of winnowing, children? What is winnowing, children? It is separation of a heavier and lighter components from a mixture of substances by wind or blowing air. That we called winnowing. Here, heavier means that grains are separated, right? That is heavier. But what is lighter substance? That is husk from the grains. That process we call winnowing, and it is mainly used by farmers for separating grains from the husk. Dear children, when we are going to move the next method of separation of substance, we should understand what are the main differences between the threshing and winnowing. We can check. In threshing, we are mainly separating grains from stalk of the plant. We are separating grains from the stalk of the plant. But what about winnowing? In winnowing, we are separating husk from grains. Separating husk from grains by wind or blowing air. Understand? Next, I am going to teach you about the another method of separation, that is sieving. Children, you have already seen that maybe your mother is baking a cake or making a chapati. She is sieving the flour using by this, right? So this process we call sieving. That means we are separating the impurities from the flour. That we call sieving. We can check the picture. You may have also noticed similar sieves being used at construction sites to separate pebbles and stones from sand. Dear children, sieving is used when a component of a mixture have a different size. Okay, the component of mixture have a different size. That time we are using sieving. For example, we can say when a chalk powder is mixing with a flour, we will use sieving for the separation. And pebbles and stones mixing in the sand, we will use sieving. Okay, so these all about today's topic. In our next class, we will learn about more methods of separation. We can meet in our next class. Thank you.